news for your finances now in our Ask the Expert segment. Owning a home is the American dream, but it's a dream that is out of reach for many people.
The recession left homeowners foreclosed. Millions of young adults moved back in with their moms and their dads.
Financial professional Marty Neville from Consumer Estate Services here with tips for the first-time home buyers as well as boomerang buyers. So if somebody's ready to buy their home, the first home, where do they even start in this process?
21 million people, 21 million young adults are living at home with their parents.
That's a shocking number.
Well, that's the research. And these are college graduates already. Mm-hmm. The issue would be that you've got to make sure that there's some recommendations that you could have to make sure that you can go and move forward to buy your own home.
So where do you start if you want to take those steps towards what everybody says is the American dream, and having a lawn to mow and gutters to clean?
To get the American dream, you've got to take certain things into consideration. You have to decide what you can afford. Mm-hmm. It depends on your income. It depends on your savings. It depends on what kind of debt you currently might have already. And you want to take all these issues into consideration. You should have a budget. Everybody needs a budget. On my website, martyneville.com, there's a mortgage calculator and a budget worksheet that'll get you started.
So you need maybe to look down the road, maybe say, okay, I'm going to save for 3 years and kind of look at what I want to purchase and get a price point in mind.
Well, you've got to, and most banks are requiring at least 20 to 25% down. So you've got to make sure you've got that savings. But in addition to the savings, you want to make sure that you have enough money for furniture, for carpeting.
Right. You got to put stuff in the house.
For the basics, right. And you want to make sure you have savings for contingencies. What if the furnace dies? What if the hot water heater needs to be replaced? So you've got to make sure you're prepared.
Talk to us about tax breaks. There are benefits to owning a home besides just getting equity in something instead of just writing a rent check every month.
Absolutely.
The taxes are one of them.
Sure. Well, mortgage interest is deductible, your property taxes. If you purchase energy efficient appliances and energy efficient windows, though there's tax breaks and tax credits for those. You have to check with your tax professional or CPA to get all the details on that, but there are a lot of tax breaks available for you. You're entitled to.
What are boomerang buyers?
Boomerang buyer, well, rebound buyers, there's usually, you get hit if you've been foreclosed on and you want to buy again, usually there's a 3-year waiting period. So with that waiting period, you want to make sure you get your credit back in order. Do everything you can, pay all your bills on time. Make sure there's no mistakes on your credit report. Make sure that you are being diligent so when that 3-year period is over, you can move right back in and buy yourself a home.
All right, great advice. Marty, thanks for coming in. Have a question for any of our experts, you can send an email to asktheexpert@tmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. The number